I'm a very big believer that when you're going to score a brand in however you might want to score it, you shouldn't score it from 0 to 100. You should score it from minus 100 to plus 100.
NPS style.
NPS style, Net Promoter Score. Because if you think about a brand as I've got two identical products, how much more can I charge by putting my brand on it? The answer could be you have to charge less.
Yeah.
And so like awareness, being aware of something, which is how most people measure brand, I think that undersells that. And so let me give you an example.
I think that's right.
Mike, you've heard of Copilot, presumably?
Yep.
And you've heard of Copilot? Yep. And you've heard of Copilot? So
Sadly, yes.
100% awareness.
Yeah. Not in this room it is.
In
but
this room.
Yeah.
In most places, you say Copilot, there's 100%. Joel's heard of them. Mike's heard of them. You've heard of them. I go out there, 90% of people.
If you went to the local church with 70-year-olds in there, they haven't heard of Copilot.
But I'm talking about it amongst people that use AI, okay?
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Very high awareness.
Yeah.
Now, would you pay more for AI knowing that it was Copilot AI?
No, I pay less.
You would pay less, right?
Yeah.
You would all pay less because it's so bad that Microsoft is taking the sticker of Copilot off their AI.
Yeah, it's so bad.
And so that is a great example of how brand equity can be negative.
Or like
and
a really
that is negative brand equity.
Aeroflot Airlines, for example, same thing. You'd pay less to go on Aeroflot than you would to go on
exactly.
Singapore Airlines.
They'd have to pay me for me to go on Aeroflots.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about that quite a bit because I think they think a lot about awareness and how many people have heard of me, but really there are some brands that damage people's perception of a product. And
awareness isn't always good or bad. It can be either. It amplifies the feelings.
That's right. And you know when I found out that Copilot, I'm not joking when I say they're really taking the Copilot stickers off Microsoft AI. Like a lot of it is no longer going to be called Copilot because of the negative connotations that has. I thought it was very remarkable.
Has there been a CEO that's sort of he's got a decent reputation, but Satya Nadella 18 months ago was probably considered the best CEO in the world or one of the best CEOs in the world. And I think if you look now, that was when ChatGPT was OpenAI was flying and Copilot was looking good. He's fallen so far now. Like I'm not saying he's about to be fired or anything, but I think you think of sort of the tech CEOs, he's well down the list now of
yes, agreed.
So
it's a bit like he had the double problem with AI. The first problem was he based it on ChatGPT.
Yeah.
That's turned out to not be good. Like that's weak. And then he had to integrate it with overly complex legacy software.
Yeah.
That's been a catastrophe. As I said to you, even Google can't integrate Gemini properly with Sheets, right?
Yeah.
And so he's had that headwind.
Yeah.
I think it is much too early to make a call on Microsoft and their AI experience. I think we have to wait till OpenAI
I'm not saying
collapses.
I'm not saying it definitely be a failure, but I'm talking about his current reputation has fallen very far. And Microsoft's still a very valuable business, one of the most valuable businesses in the world. It's just not what it was. I think its PE's dropped to like early 20s. So this is Satya 18 months ago was the CEO. People saying this he's been more like this guy, and now he's of the Mag 7. He's probably the least probably the least well regarded actually.
Well, Microsoft also has the other problem with investors, which is they're basically spending their entire free cash flow buying AI machinery, right? And so the market does not like that. I don't know if you saw, but they've just announced that they're giving voluntary redundancy to 8,000 people in their workforce. First time they've ever done that in the history of Microsoft. So I think what they're trying to signal to the market is we're basically spending all of your key free cash flow on CapEx for AI, but don't worry, like we'll fire some people in the meantime because we still do have financial discipline. But I can't think of a larger bet in modern history by established businesses than this enormous investment in AI with it is possible it will pay off, but there's no ultra high probability argument that it's all going to pay off. It's going to be one of the craziest, most dramatic bets in modern history for large companies.
Totally. And it's crazy how the market just accepts this bet. And so Microsoft's off 23% off its high. It's valued at $3 trillion now. And it's got a PE multiple of 26. So this has been a long time since Microsoft been priced at these. You've got to go back to sort of .com crash days.
I think that's pretty good value personally.
Absolutely. Yeah. But it just shows how the Microsoft / Satya brand has fallen so much in the last 18 months.
And, of course, something we spoke about, which was completely predictable, is the rocketing back of Intel. Of course. Yeah. Like, things went badly for them, but they're in the right space. They got a great brand. They'll figure it out. People trust them. People will forgive them for
And I think also you got NVIDIA just can't
mistake.
produce enough chips
That's
as well,
right.
so it's just not
I mean,
overflow.
there wasn't much more predictable that Intel would come back. I'm very happy to see that they've come back. They've had a great...
Good for the American people who have
had a
a
great
stake in that business now.